Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Evil.
I'm not complaining. I know there will be plenty other chances for that.
Never mind the fact that this is damaged goods anyway.
On Jill?
Yes.
What?
I said Jill's damaged goods.
Oh.
T-virus antibody.
Oh yeah, that.
There's the missing gem we need.
It's a green gem.
Never mind the crap that Wesker did to extract it. He altered her DNA and turned her a blob.
Oblong?
Who knows what's wrong with her genetic structure after all the crap she's been through?
Yeah, that...
Hell,
Yeah.
in 6 she could be dead again.
That
For
is
real this
curious.
Because she's not showing up in any of the Chris Redfield clips that we've been seeing.
Huh. That does sound curious.
I mean, those two are close as kin. You'd think she'd show up at least once. In passing, maybe.
Maybe. Well, then again, we are talking, now bodybuilder, muscle-bound Chris, so...
Maybe he just broke her.
I don't even want to think of that.
That is bad.
Well... Okay, yeah, maybe there's a way that could happen, but I'm not going to think too much on it. And neither should you, viewers. Neither should you.
Nope.
And suddenly that silence cued that we were hitting to another video. Blip.
Oh. Now we're really spinning in circles.
Walk around in circles. Yep. The only problem is, she's not spinning us right round.
Insert the Chaos Emerald.
Actually, that was a green rupee. But yeah, Chaos Emerald.
I was flat.
Yeah.
Sharp. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
That particular jingle is really hard to whistle.
Yeah, I would take it as such, because I mean, like, you can try to, and it's the way the notes suddenly go. Okay, powering off the cable box. Hey, it's actually working. It's actually displaying time. The only problem is displaying the right time. Yep, it is.
Finally. Use the crank.
No, freaking on. It broke.
God. We're not break. No matter what, we're not break.
It broke.
It broke. Have to find another crank?
That's wedged in there. We're not going to find another crank to put it in, so we got to find something to crank it.
Yeah, we gotta crank the stump.
Crank the crank. Well, yeah.
If you
I
stop
guess.
moving, you'll die.
Oh. It's just me, a zombie.
It's a crawler. That one's
Fair
a
enough.
shuffle.
Yes. Oh, you're done soon as? Okay, I'll stop eating now.
Falling over.
No.
Dead.
No, no nom-noms for you.
Nom 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 fail.
Nom nom, super fail. Don't ask me how you can super fail. You just can.
Besides, even if you ask how you fail, that's pretty much a failure in itself.
That's how you super fail. You fail on failing. Dang it, and I said that I wasn't going to answer that. Oh, well. Guess I just failed on that.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Nice
you blew them to chunks.
Giblets.
Why did that make me think of a man versus machine bit in Team Fortress 2?
Get.
Must be the way that they blew up, I guess.
Well, you.
Jill uses shoulder tackle. It's not very effective.
No.
You don't want to use the can, do you?
Actually, no, let's not use that. We actually get a pretty badass scene if we don't use that.
I shall distract you with cuteness.
Cuteness? Was that for us or for Jill?
Yes, you.
Oh, yay. I think I'll go take a look then.
Mechanics memo.
Mechanics.
Do-do-do-do.
Huh. Well,
So apparently, just need better wiring and another fuse and oil. I have none of them.
You're one of the survivors from the rescue team. right?
yay!
I just
Catch
wanted
you.
your teammate, Carlos.
How did it go, my two managed to survive?
Hey, I'm no ordinary civic. I'm a
Yes,
member of
just
STARS.
catch me.
Stars.
Bing!
You mean the RPD Special Force team?
Hey,
I think he has an Austrian accent.
oh, this looks
That
bad.
or he is Russian.
They're coming. Get ready.
That would be my guess.
Fire.
That's what Mobius assumed anyway. Do you believe in Mother Russia?
Calm down. You're safe now. Everything is gonna be okay.
Only reason I think of that is because if you remember the Heavy at Team Fortress 2, he sounds familiar.
Stay away.
Sergei is the same BA as Heavy?
Yeah, I don't know. They sound very alike.
Well, a lot of
So,
Russian
Jim, did you
accents
decide to help
sound
us
similar,
out?
so...
It looks
Yeah.
like we're the only ones who survived. We should work together.
Unfortunately, as that is.
No, we can't trust her. Why? But Sergeant, we need her help. Our unit's down to you, me, and Lieutenant Mikhail. That's it.
Mikhail.
Mikhail.
If we don't cooperate, we won't be walking away from this mission.
we won't be walking away.
Fine. Then let's go over our plan. We're moving to the clock tower area, which is the designated landing zone for the extraction chopper. Once we get there and give the signal, the chopper will fly in and pull us out.
Huh.
That's a lot of ground to cover. I don't think we can make it on foot. The main problem we have is that the landing zone is cut off from here by the fire. So we have no choice but to use this cable car to navigate through it. Fortunately, we can also use it as a moving shield to get us through the worst areas.
That yeah.
Works for me. Good plan, sir. Okay, people, let's get moving. Jill, put this on.
Put this on?
Side back.
Oh!
Even though it doesn't really add much. Because I believe we were already equipped with such. Aha! A wrench. That should help crank the broken crank.
Yup. And if not, it'll, yank the crank.
Yeah, it can probably extract the crank if you, put the right amount of leverage on it and then, wiggle it.
You know, I just thought of something, GM. Notice the way the straps are going on her.
On her across her back, yeah, in an X pattern.
Yeah, but no, I mean like how it's green and she's wearing blue and we just picked up a wrench.
I'm not following.
I don't know why, but I suddenly thought Kappa.
Oh, Neatery.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I suddenly thought, hey, what would happen if Neatery was... no.
Yeah, Nitori would probably have basically written the city off and blown it up herself.
Yeah. That, and also she'd probably have taken all the good tech anyways.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure if this is canon or more or less generally accepted fan speculation, but a lot of people figure that when the yokai fought the moon in the distant past, the Kappa probably stole a whole bunch of moon tech when they fled.
Mm-hmm. That, or some of them just stole manuals about the tech. I mean, sometimes what you need isn't the tech itself, but the knowledge of the tech that they gain.
Reverse engineer. Sometimes it's better to have the manual than to just reverse engineer.
Yeah, even though Nitori's best skill is reverse engineering stuff.
True.
Speaking of which, I would love to see what she would do with all the cars in this, in Raccoon City.
Actually,
I
I
should
gotta drop
probably
some
just take
baggage.
all the working parts out of them and leave.
Maybe even fashion her own jetpack to get out.
I'm fairly certain her multifunctional backpack is a jetpack.
It's like 5 different things.
Hey,
in
there's
one,
actually a fat
technically.
zombie.
It's a fat zombie.
Hey, stop it.
The fat zombies the fat zombies tend to be pukers, don't they? Man, you need a shotgun. No.
Fat zombie.
Oh, I'm full of items as it is, so we'll just leave that for next time.
What would that be, anyways?
Believe it's a piece to a puzzle that we need to solve eventually.
Ah. Nice. Let's just hope that way we don't wind up having to face Nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he does randomly spawn up until a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that point, he's just obviously with you. But yeah, after having mentioned Nitori, I have to admit, GM, what did you think of the fanfic that I have so far. It's actually 6 pages long, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it when you look at it on DA, but yeah, I mean, it looks good so far. I mean, you're using pretty much pure canon, as far as I can tell. I mean, the characterizations of many of the characters are a little off from what I would probably have interpreted them as being, but that's the nature of the fandom.
Yeah. Well, it's a little off because I can't really find a pure characterization. So
Oh, hello.
I run with what I have.
Hmm.
That's usually what I go with the most. If I
Yeah, I can give you a full character analysis of my own personal opinions on each of the characters if you want later on.
Sure. Actually, heck, the DeviantArt page is actually open to critique. So if you want to leave a critique there.
Well, I'm just saying this would mostly be like a general list of my take on how the characters are. I mean, and then of course you got this one really dirt.
Hey,
I
no.
don't want to say dirty because I mean, to each their own. But there's this group on DeviantArt called Hartman's Toho. They are the dark alley of Toho.
The dark alley?
Grim dark.
Ah. That kind of dark alley.
Yeah, everything's sunshine and rainbows unless you go into that group. Then you find all sorts of horrible things. Their tagline, taste like sparrow.
Yeah. That already says more.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Grimdark. Unless you're Warhammer 40,000, yeah, in my honest opinion, it's just really darn near impossible to pull off right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Warhammer does it right, don't get me wrong. I'm going to have a million, if not more, Space Marine fanatics or whatnot down my throat if I don't concede this. Warhammer does it right. But most of the time, it just comes off as what I like to call grimdark.
Yeah.
I mean, all respect to the guys at Hartman's Toho. I happen to know one of the staff members. Good, she's a good gal. Group, not my cup of tea. I'm going to respect them, though, because they only accept the best of the best, artwork-wise.
Yeah.
And I have matured past the point of passing a judgment on a piece of art purely on my own prejudices. I'm able to at least appreciate the artwork that was put into it, regardless of the subject matter. I'm still gonna nail the artist for the context and subject matter of their picture. But if their artistic skill is good, I will at least give them respect for that.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's what I look at a lot, too. I mean, like, I've seen a lot of really good, smart artists. It's just...
The genres they...
Yeah, the genres they allow themselves to do, I just kind of go, you could do a better genre. You could go with something else. That said, awesome picture.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's all I really say anymore nowadays to most artists who have really bad... really bad choice of genre.
I mean, I've mentioned this before. Goro, if you draw Goro, I have very little respect. I'm sorry, I just cannot really respect your art. There are a couple of people there. I've run into one particular Goro artist on Dan Guru who doesn't always do Goro, but when she does do it, she actually does it really well, and I'm kind of disturbed with myself for the fact that I'm able to appreciate the details she goes to.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame you, really. I mean, there are some art genres that I've looked at and I'm like, I don't really like this genre at all, but this is good.
Yeah, I mean, you critique on the artwork at the very least, and then you slam them on the genre.
Yeah. I mean, like, one of the guys that I watched, actually, you may have actually seen that I made a critique on one of Alvin Earthworm's pictures.
Never heard of that guy.
He's famous for doing Super Mario Bros. Z.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah. I actually critiqued on one of his armor designs. And I'm not an armor design nut, but even I could tell there was something off about it. And that was actually what led me to doing a critique of it for him. And just going, generally, this is kind of what you see in an armor. If it's not made of a material that's flexible enough, it usually doesn't do that. It usually doesn't cover that sort of stuff.
Yeah, another thing that really ticks me off, a long, sustained chain of character abuse.
See,
like there's this one guy, I know on DA who has this entire chain of comics dedicated to heaping piles upon piles of emotional abuse upon Yomu.
wow. As soon as you said that, I'm going, wow, yeah, I immediately hate that right now.
Yeah, I unwatched him recently. I mean, he does really cute, colorful artwork, but every time I keep seeing a page for that particular comic chain in my updates, I click it, I look at it, and I just ask myself why.
Why do you keep torturing yourself with it?
Yes, because, I mean, character abuse, especially someone who's typically very stoic and composed, like Yomu, does not fly with me. It really doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, the way I've seen Yomu's character, you'll probably see this in the story itself. I'll be showing off a very different sort of Yomu than what most of the fanon seems to show it as.
Yeah, I mean, she's quiet, calm, composed, never raises her voice, like perfectly civil. She's basically almost a much weaker version of Yuka that uses swords, because she's that level of nice.
Yeah. The version that I'm probably going to wind up showing off there with Yomu is she's going to be nice, but it's less of the being nice because of the whole fact of I don't want to kill you, more of the I know you're going to die.
Well, I think I get what you're saying is she's basically nice for the sake of civility because that's what a samurai or a butler does, is they are polite, efficient, and civil at all times.
Even if it is to point a gun at your face and kill you outright.
Well, Yomu doesn't use guns. She uses swords, and she can move at 90% the friggin' speed of light.
Again, point. If she, well, I'm doubting she would ever use a gun, but I mean, like, yeah, the whole point being, if she ever really had to just outright kill someone just because she needed to, it would be more of the whole, I'm very sorry about this because I shouldn't need to do this, but I will. She'll basically just be, I don't really want you to take this as a bad image of me, sort of thing.
Personally.
Yeah, basically, don't take it personally. It's what I do.
Yeah.
Fire hose.
As funny as ridiculous as it sounds, I somehow wish this was a mini game of some sorts.
I would love to have that as a mini game. You've got a great point there.
It has
Isaac.
absolutely nothing to do with this game whatsoever, but I would just laugh if that was turned into a mini game for some odd reason.
What?
The whole spraying down the fire with a fire hose.
Yeah, I would love to have that as a mini game. It would be perfect for me. I would play this game just to do that mini game. That's what I would do. I would play this game just to do the mini game.
Wait, I think I saw something. Yeah, look at the corner in the house.
Oh, there's one in the
zombie.
house.
Walking zombie in the house.
Zombie walking in the house. Walking. Just walking.
Got a zombie in the house.
Yeah, GM, for a lot of the characterizations that I have so far, the only one that I've touched the most on has been Nitori.
Hey, stop it. Stop it. Yeah.
Danger! Danger! Super zombie, die. There's another one around the corner. I don't know why, but I find that whole while they're moving it towards you, the vibrating they do as you shoot them with bullets.
It's like a mini Caesar they have.
Yeah. You hit them with, and then they spring backwards after getting killed.
Oh boy.
It's almost like a little mini game. Wait. Huh?
What did you do?
I had no choice. He was about to turn into a zombie. It would have been a threat, so I eliminated him.
But he was still conscious, wasn't he?
Yeah, okay, I just looked this up. The speed of light, 100,
And it took fewer bullets to kill him now
186,
than it would have
100,
at that floor.
around 186,000 miles per second.
Yep.
Multiply that by 0.9, and you've got yourself Yoku's theoretical top speed.
Yep. And I've heard that top speed is ridiculously
And now we need to find
fast.
out what the password is.
I think the only thing that tops that is
After we
because
check out the man.
Sakuya can stop time.
And basically move at the speed of thought, faster than thought.
What's
Because
our
her reaction
password?
time is better than yours, even by whatever time.
Adderville
it
is
takes
apparently
her to,
the password.
Fire her ability off.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty much dead. Yeah, you can point your gun, you won't even get to pull the trigger. Your hand will be on the ground, severed. Or she may just take the gun from you.
Adderville?
Yeah. Another randomly produced password, which we have to check the TV to find out.
The thing that she was advertising.
Yes.
Wow.
It's stupid.
Well,
Ugh.
at least, I guess you could say Crapcom's enforcing similarity
And
in their puzzles.
Notice, once I solve the puzzle, I can no longer use remote control.
Not now, I'm busy.
Can't you see I just killed someone?
Yeah, and he's running diagnostics on the guy's corpse. You'd think he'd realize that running diagnostics on a corpse isn't going to help you much.
Oh, that's the circles around. So there's no reason for me to
Unless,
do
of course, he's running diagnostics for something else on the corpse. Which I'm betting is what he's doing.
Who knows?
He's probably getting something for Umbrella from the guy's dead body. I mean, it would explain why some of the zombies get better. Oil.
Oil additive.
Why is that the only one that stands out in that entire shelf of jars?
All I can say is because.
Because.
Oh yay. And this is basically Capcom's version of a StarCraft, quote, Zergling Rush.
Kiki. And now this is where we just run, right? Or just blast our way through. Never mind.
Or we slice them in half with a high pressure stream of gas.
Is that the last of it? No,
Yeah.
there's still more.
As far as automatic self-defense, yeah. Now I have to fight the rest.
There we go. Large wave of zombies incoming. Defend your plants.
Hello.
Yeah, I think Jill is kind of sick of plants.
Well, at least she's not smoking sunflowers.
Well, that's just a bad idea. That's just a really bad idea. Now, I could see Yuka maybe if she was asked permission first, offering a little kid a sunflower if they were really, really cute when they asked her. But if you just pluck one of them things without permission, you're gonna find a hand on your shoulder in rather short order.
Yeah, like that one scene of Yuka facing Cyrano.
Yeah, that one pic I showed you with all the sunflowers looking at Cyrano.
Yeah. That, as much as I love Yuka in her creepiness, that just creeped me out even more than just the normal creepiness I get from her.
Yeah, I mean, Yuka's really nice. She shops in the human village. The humans trust her not to cause trouble in the village enough that they let her shop there.
Yep.
She's a nice person. It's just that God help you if you piss her off because you're a dead man walking when you do.
Yep.
I mean, she's one of the easiest yokai to avoid. Just don't make her mad. And if you do accidentally, apologize. And you might get off light. But if you just go in there looking for a fight, you're going to get one.
You're going to get more than a fight.
You're going to get one, and you're going to get beaten to a flippin' pulp, assuming you live.
Well,
and you probably won't.
And assuming that she doesn't decide to just turn you straight into plant food with that, beating you into a pulp.
Oh, yeah, that's true, because physically speaking, the only two characters in the entire Toho canon that are stronger than Yuka are the Oni girls. And that's mainly because they're Oni.
Yeah. That's mainly because Oni.
Yeah, Oni.
Oh, yeah, hello.
Strong.
Oh, look! Zombies. More of them.
Death puppies.
Get! They're all crawling!
Kick in the head.
Boot to the head.
Thanks for no warning.
What are you saving that assault rifle for, out of curiosity?
Never know.
A rainy day?
A hunter, maybe?
No, I'd say it's more or less, should I run into Nemesis when I'm not prepared correctly?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and if you still got ammo left, you can just waste it on his final form later on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spoilers, Nemesis has a final form.
Duh.
It's a tyrant. Tyrants would not be that easy to kill to have a tyrant form.
Yep. Oh, hey, look, zombie.
I mean, even though Nemesis is pretty darn good, the only real tyrant line that actually worked was Ivan. And I went into quite a bit of detail about this during Adam's Umbrella Chronicles run. I mean, perfectly docile until provoked, intelligent, probably able to speak, and although they never demonstrate it, the wiki says they have an R form they can switch in and out of at will.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
And Sergei Vladimir had 2 of those things.
Yeah, that's, again, pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Matrix Man or not, Wesker's kind of lucky they didn't go R on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Matrix Man as in, like, the one?